In the US, two major legal battles are making waves. The Justice Department is pushing to unseal grand jury records from the 2006 Jeffrey Epstein case, aiming to reveal who knew what in his network. Meanwhile, former President Trump is suing Rupert Murdoch and Wall Street Journal reporters for defamation over claims tied to the January 6th investigation. Both cases spotlight the tension between transparency, accountability, and the power of the press. Their outcomes could reshape legal and media landscapes in America. Tragedy struck Los Angeles County as an explosion at a police training facility killed 3 and injured several. The blast involved a mobile shooting range at the Biscaluz Center Academy. Investigators are combing through the wreckage, searching for the cause, be it equipment failure or hazardous materials. The law enforcement community mourns, as officials promise a thorough investigation. It's a stark reminder of the risks officers face, even in training. The UK and EU are ramping up sanctions on Russian intelligence operatives linked to cyber attacks and election interference. Britain targets GRU officers, while the EU's latest package hits Russia's energy sector and closes sanction loopholes. The West is sending a clear message: cyber aggression and destabilization will be met with escalating economic pressure. It's a strategic move in the ongoing cyber conflict with Moscow. In Alberta, Canada, over 100 candidates are running in a federal by-election, not for power, but to protest the first-past-the-post system. The longest ballot committee orchestrated this to highlight flaws in Canada's electoral process and force a conversation on reform. The ballot is now a logistical challenge and a national spectacle. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre dismisses it as a stunt, but reform advocates call it a creative protest. This by-election has become a referendum on Canadian democracy itself. Canada's military faces calls for a one-strike policy, immediate dismissal for any member found guilty of unwanted sexual touching. This follows years of scandal and a scathing report urging zero tolerance. Supporters say it's vital for trust and accountability. Critics warn against a blanket approach. The military's response will test its commitment to real cultural change. On Parliament Hill, Canada's Druze community is urging the government to help create a humanitarian corridor for civilians fleeing violence in Syria's Suwaida province. The region faces escalating attacks, shortages, and a dire humanitarian crisis. Protesters want Canada to use its diplomatic influence to open safe passage to Jordan. Their plea act before the crisis deepens further. The Kremlin says it agrees with Ukraine on the need for peace talks, but insists on terms Kyiv rejects, including recognition of Russian-occupied territories. This statement, following a global peace summit, is seen as a PR move rather than a real shift. Russia aims to appear open to negotiation, but the war's realities remain unchanged. Skepticism prevails as fighting continues. That's our roundup. Legal showdowns, tragedy, protest, and diplomacy, all shaping our world. We'll keep following these stories and bring you the latest. Subscribe for daily updates and check the description for more details. I'm Sia Ram. Stay informed and stay safe.